UK job market? The floor is yours, David.
Hello everyone. Let me just share my screen. Just a minute, trying to share my screen now. Okay, can everyone see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so thank you for that introduction. My name is David Jayeoba, and I'm the data ethics or AI ethics analyst at Admiral, and I work with a lot of data scientists, and I'm a data scientist as well. So a quick background about myself. I have a background in statistics and a master's degree in data science. Um, just combine both of them together. They all work hand in hand. And moving forward, today we'll be talking about AI and the future of recruitment in the UK. So, like most of us here are in the UK, I can, from past statements and the chats, I can see that many of us are from the UK, are in the UK now. Just a quick one. I like to start presentations with the basics, which is what is data. So just a quick one. Data is simply defined as raw facts. That's how I define it. So moving to the next slide, sorry. Does anybody know what this is? If you have an idea what this is? Anyone? Okay, I think no one does.
Someone said a Walkman, a music player,
Okay,
MP3 player.
okay, okay. Everyone is okay. AI automation too. Okay, yeah, everyone is correct in some way, but this is a very brand new technology, and it's called Rabbit R1. It was released this year, January, and what it does is just basically Siri and Amazon people on steroids. So it's you can literally just it has a camera. You can literally just show and ask it literally what is this, and it will tell you everything and of some sort. So it's more interactive. So it's bridging the gap between a mobile phone and a personal this computer speech thing. So sorry. So what this does is what they intended, because first 10,000 has been fully booked, and then there's another one which was supposed to be released in March, which is already fully booked already. What it's supposed to do is it can connect with any device, with your phones and everything, and it will be able to interact with them and the surroundings, learn. So you can literally teach it new things. Probably you want it to respond to you in your language. So yes, it can do that as well. So we're still going somewhere with this. So first question is data science declining? I would like us to have this question on our left hand, and we will probably find the answer at the remaining part of the presentation. So today we'll be talking about briefly the top data jobs, most in-demand data jobs, data skills, why the data jobs are increasing, And the future of data in the UK, where to go from here as well, and probably question and answers. So why data jobs roles are important in the current economic landscape? We know that data is increasingly important and is increasingly growing every day, every single minute and second. So it helps us make some decisions and make data-driven decisions, which is said to be more accurate and more precise, automate things. And you can just sit down in your house and robots are busy doing things for you that you would have taken time. So it saves time. And, that's why, we need data in this present economy and this landscape. So we're building something. What is the top imagined job in the UK? Can anybody guess? The top imagined job in the UK currently? Anybody? Oh, prompt engineering. Okay. Software engineering. Okay. AI engineering. Okay, I think I should have made it in the data field. Data analyst. Yeah, these are interesting points, but I'm not going to answer that question yet. Okay. Machine learning engineering. Interesting responses, but we will get the response soon. Most factors, a lot of people say these are the top 5 jobs in the UK, according to LinkedIn and Indeed and so many other things that I have cross-checked. Data engineering, data analysts, data scientists, and data architects. But I'm sure a lot of us will have been wondering why number 7 is circled in blue down at the bottom. Can someone guess why there is 7 on the screen? Seven more slides. Oh, well, so according to LinkedIn's research, the reports that LinkedIn released for 2023, data science is the 7th most imagined job in the UK. So that's according to LinkedIn. It said data science jobs is the 7th most imagined job in the UK. We are going somewhere with that. Now, skills. This is a very interesting part for me because a lot of us, I don't know how many data scientists are here or data with people here, but a lot of us do think that to be a data person or a machine learning expert, all you need is programming language, statistics, machine learning skills, and that's all. But yes, in my line of work, I've been able to work with over 150 data scientists so far, currently, and that's both in the UK and in the EU, because I'm on the group level of my current company. So, but there's always a difference when a very good data scientist, because I'm also a data scientist, so I know who is good and in what they do. Very innovative data scientist gets their work thrown out, literally thrown out. And that's because the real people approving your solutions do not understand 1%. of whatever you'll be saying. And that's why reports writing is very important. When you start saying, oh, machine learning, so we used XGBoost, literally they don't care. Use Cutlass and who, they don't care. But what they need is to be able to understand how it's going to give them money, how they will increase their money. How is it going to be beneficial to the company? What's the impact to the company? How much are they going to lose? So report writing is a skill a lot of data scientists do not have, and that gets their work thrown out. Sorry. Yeah. So every other skills are important. Like from here, you see, number one, I said statistics, yes, because everything, anything data usually is built from statistics. And going, and then we entered a place where I said artificial intelligence, machine learning, data mining skills. So this is cut across different jobs or different careers in data. So, and I put programming language. Now, a lot of us will be thinking, oh, what do I mean by programming language? Yes, it's not just Python and R, and I'm not going to just write Python and R here because I've seen interviews where, as a data scientist, you are required to know JavaScript, yes, HTML, and not just Python and R. So, moving on. Now, jobs in the UK. What areas recruit most in the UK for a data thing? So I've tried to arrange it in ascending order. That's in the aspect of more recruitment going on. So from my research, I found out that financial industries like Barclays, Lloyds, KPMG, Experian, and other top financial companies require more data scientists or analysts. So because they are heavy on data, and now it's part of the UK, FCA thing that, they want to know impact on customers and all. So yeah, at the moment, financial company recruits the most in the UK, followed by then technology companies, which includes Google and the likes. And yeah, which includes other innovative companies as well. That's what I put in the information technology. Then we have healthcare, NHS. Yes, NHS recruit a lot of data analysts, And if you check, just to check, I went to the NHS, I think it's digital NHS, to check, and I saw a lot of data analysts in different kinds. Retail, Amazon, Apple, yeah. Media as well, Netflix, Sky, BT. Then energy. Now I put energy last, although energy also recruits very well in the UK, but I put them last because they require extra skill, which is forecasting. That means you have to be a very good expert for some of them, most of them actually, you have to be very good expert in time series analysis. So there's one thing to note here. Okay, not here. Next slide. So what are my chances of being employed? Now it's getting harder than ever to hire a data scientist. And the reason why is because a lot of people are switching, from different backgrounds. So it's difficult to actually be able to know people that are capable of doing things. Let's say, for instance, someone in graphics design switched to become a data scientist, and your company is an economics based company, and then we need your CV. ATS will flag your CV as no. So, and that's a challenge that we face now. Another one is the hype. Data is the new oil in the past, so everyone is rushing the six-figure salary. Everyone is rushing. So now, if you put a job advert like we did quite recently in my company, about just 24 hours, we had hundreds. Trust me, a very, very huge amount of application that physically we cannot do. So obviously it has to be software that we filter them out. So experience now. I don't know if everyone will agree with me, but from my own personal research, apart from graduate roles, junior data science roles, people with 1 year or less experience, it's very rare to get those jobs, not so much. So a lot of companies these days require people to have at least 3 years experience, at least 3 years to be in a mid-level as a data scientist. So that's a challenge for people growing. That is why you need the transition school to help with that. So how do we stand out and get employed? You have to utilize LinkedIn, build your portfolio. So I'm not going to say much about this because the previous speaker has given everything. Yeah, prepare for interviews is what I'm going to actually focus on. So recently, part of the recruitment we did quite very recently last year, December. I was privileged to be one of the interviewers, and little questions as much as what do the company do can make you not be selected. So this person is a very good, very top, I think 10 years experience in the field, and very learned, knows what he's saying, good ideas as well. But question like, what do we do? What does Admiral do? And he said something, he said, yes, insurance. I said, what insurance? And he said health, which was really off point. And trust me, he was not selected. So it's not just about skills now. You have to prepare for interviews, and then update your resume, which also traditional school will also help with that. Salaries is very interesting part. I know some of us were thinking I was going to talk about that. Yeah. There's nothing much to talk about other than to disappoint a lot of us here that the UK doesn't pay as much as we may think. So this is the 2022 data. So as at 2022, it's £33,000 per year, averagely, and mid-level data scientist is 47 averagely. Senior 64.5 averagely, and then 65K for lead data scientist averagely. So I know this is kind of not what obviously if you have been listening to a lot of or reading so many things, you think you can become a billionaire straight away being a data scientist, but unfortunately this is the real thing. I'm not going to talk too much on salaries. Now, the future. Data ethics. I'm sure a lot of us have been wanting to ask what data ethics is from the beginning. And I'm just going to talk about it just a little bit. So we know that AI, machine learning, AI, and everything relating to data have two ways. Either it can be used for good or used for bad. So it is usually not the intention of whoever builds a solution to aim for the bad, usually, but it can always be used for the bad, which is why the data ethics comes in and why I classify it as the future. So things like ChatGPT, bad, and so many other things. If we remember, there's before the ChatGPT, there was one previously that was heavily racist. I know I'm not going to go towards that direction as well, but it was only brought up, I think, less than a week or a day before it got closed, shut down. And then, I think it was, I think in 2015, I would check around that, but it got shut down, and then several others came up, and then got shut down again. Then ChatGPT came up again and seemed to be quite stable. So generally, what data ethics is all about is in the growing field of AI, in the growing field of data and data science and machine learning, we need someone to sit down and check how this model will impact the people, the customers, and the general public that do not even understand what is going on. How is this model going to impact? How are we going to, also, well, it's very broad. Data ethics is very broad. So we talk about fairness, we talk about transparency. Is the solution even needed at this time? Accountability. Now, what are we using the data for? Will a customer trust us enough that and be told, okay, whatever these people are using my data for, it's not going to be used against me? So that's what data ethics is all about. And it also goes deeper into AI building, how much energy is being consumed in the world, and sustainable AI and things like that. It's also part of data ethics. Moving forward, remember I said something about number 7. So this was cropped from the report. Now I'm just going to be talking about the data parts of this. So the first part is the data, artificial intelligence specialist, which is an area that is emerging in the UK right now. So people doing large LLM, large level language model, people LAM, large action models. If you have specializations in that, so it's predicted to be the emerging thing right now in the UK. You are really hot cake if you have that skill. And also NLP is becoming a very big deal now again. There's always been a big deal anyway. Open AI, well, that's by the way. So if you're open CV, if you have skills in computer vision, yeah, that's also a big deal. So things that have to do with AI, top notch, you are good to go. Data protection officer, yes. Now this part, you can smuggle in data ethics here because you'll work alongside with them here. Then number 7, data scientists. So now, does it mean data analysts, data architects, data engineers are not? They are, especially data engineering. Data engineering jobs are springing up these days very, very fast, and the job adverts are disappearing very fast because a lot of people are applying and getting the jobs. So if you have data engineering skills as well, just brush up your CV, prepare for interviews, and trust me, a lot of companies need data engineering. And I feel like data engineering is a very solid um, is a very solid field or area as well, just as strong as data science as well. So um, I think this is the last slide. Thank you. Does anybody have any question?
All right, thank you so much, David. Let's give him a round of applause. So, does anyone have any questions? Someone is asking, please, more information about the customer service specialist. If you can just briefly talk about that because we have time has actually gone. I think you should just answer this question and any other question he would respond to you in the chat box below. All right.
Customer service specialist, I'm sure you saw that on, where did you see that? Sorry, I didn't talk about customer service specialist.
Sunday, I don't think you mentioned that. Maybe
Yeah,
okay, number 5. Okay, customer success
success
specialist.
specialist.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, this, like I said, um, it's mixed. Not every one of them has to do with data. So yeah, that's why I skipped robotics, engineering, and so many other ones as well. Some of them are very engineering and more technical. Yeah.
All right. So thank you very much, David, for this insightful session. We'll be going on to a panel session very soon. But in the meantime, would really love for you to fill this feedback form. I'll be dropping it in the chat box below. So it just helps us know how, if you're enjoying this session so far, how we can improve our services and how we can serve you better as well. So you can just click on the link